Discover the secrets behind Hokkaido's vibrant fire hydrants. Hokkaido is a famous area of Japan, where Taiwanese people like to go. When we think of Hokkaido, images of fresh seafood, skiing on mountains, and natural beauty come to mind. However, there's something else that's special about Hokkaido that might surprise you. Unlike the red fire hydrants we normally see, the hydrants in Hokkaido vary in color depending on the area. Why is that? Let's find out the secrets behind these colorful hydrants. In Sapporo, Hokkaido's main city, hydrants are painted yellow. The reason lies in the need for visibility. According to the local government, yellow is bright and easily seen, even in the dark. This makes the hydrants more visible for firefighters. You may wonder, why not use white? Although white is highly visible in many conditions, it's not ideal for Sapporo's environment. White hydrants could be easily overlooked when buried in snow. Because Hokkaido experiences heavy snowfall in the winter months, white is not a safe choice for hydrants. Sapporo tested different colors and found that yellow was the most suitable choice for good visibility in the city.
Welcome everyone to English for You. I'm Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
And hey Elsie, when you think of Hokkaido, what comes to mind? I mean, I always picture the mountains, skiing, and, fresh seafood.
Yeah, same here. The food, the snow, and those relaxing hot springs. Ooh, they sound awesome.
Exactly. But, I recently found out something surprising about Hokkaido that I didn't really expect. Do you want to take a guess?
Is it about the food or maybe something to do with the winter weather?
Good guesses, but nope. It's something you'd see around the city, but you probably wouldn't think twice about it. Any ideas?
Wow, I'm really curious, but I have no idea.
All right, well, today we'll be finding out something a little special about the area. Let's take a look. Our article starts off by stating, Hokkaido is a famous area of Japan where Taiwanese people like to go.
没错 ，Hokkaido 就是日本的北海道，是台湾人们呢喜爱前往的日本著名地区。
Continuing, it says, when we think of Hokkaido, images of fresh seafood, skiing on mountains, and natural beauty come to mind. There we see the noun image. Image is a picture or impression that a person or thing creates in your mind, often based on appearance or reputation. An example sentence using the word image, we could say, the company worked hard to improve its image by supporting local charities and environmental projects. Next in that sentence, we saw the phrase come to mind. When something comes to mind, it means suddenly appears in your thoughts. You remember it without much effort.
Image 这个名词呢，指的是印象或是形象。那它的动词形式呢，就是 imagine， 指的就是想象的这个动作。那你的想象力呢，我们会用 imagination 来说。那再来，刚刚 Adam 说到这个片语 come to mind， 指的是浮现脑中或是记起。所以课文说到，当我们想到北海道的时候，脑海中浮现的是新鲜的 seafood 海鲜，还有滑雪啦，还有自然的美景。But
However, it says, however, there's something else that's special about Hokkaido that might surprise you.
没错，还有一些关于北海道的特别之处，你可能会感到相当惊讶。So I wonder what will surprise me. It's beautiful scenery?
Not quite. Well, our article tells us, unlike the red fire hydrants we normally see, the hydrants in Hokkaido vary in color depending on the area. There we see the adverb normally. When something happens normally, it means it occurs in the usual or expected way, like how things happen most of the time. An example using that word, we could say, normally the bus arrives at 8 a.m., but today it was late because of the heavy traffic.
所以说呢 normally 这个字啊指的是通常平常是个副词，我们也可以用 usually 来说，那它的形容词形式是 normal， 也就是把字尾的 ly 拿掉，那形容词 normal 指的就是普通的啦，平常的，当然也可以用 usual 来说。那我们看到的 fire hydrant 就是消防栓，也可以简称它为 hydrant。
The next word we saw in that sentence was vary. Vary is a verb. It means to be different or change depending on the situation or conditions. An example sentence would be, the prices of fruits can vary from season to season, with apples being cheaper in the fall and more expensive in the winter.
Vary 这个动词呢，就是有所不同或是相异。那 vary from A to B， 那就是从 A 到 B 有所不同。那形容词呢，就把字尾的 y 拿掉，加上 ious various， 这个形容词就是不同的、多样的。
It's kind of like that one friend of yours, right, Elsie, who her hair color varies from time to time. Sometimes it's blue and sometimes it's
blonde.
Blonde, exactly. So it varies from time to time. All right. In that last sentence, everyone, we saw the phrase depending on something. Now, this phrase means that the outcome or situation changes based on a certain factor or condition. So we could say, do you guys want to go on a picnic today? Well, the other person could say, well, depending on the weather, we'll have to wait and see. So we'll have to see if it rains or if it's, cloudy or if it's sunny.
对，所以呢 depending on something 那就是根据点点点或是取决于点点点， depending on the weather 那就是取决于这个天气，好，天气好就去，不好就在家。那课文这边说到的是与我们通常看到的红色消防栓不同， Hokkaido 这里面的消防栓颜色会因地区而异。
Okay, so normally, like the sentence said, we usually or normally see red fire hydrants, right? That's the common color. Well, jumping back to our article, it says, why is that? Why are the colors different, right? So we say, why is that? Let's find out the secrets behind these colorful hydrants. There we see the word colorful. Colorful, if something is colorful, it has many bright or vivid colors, making it visually striking or attractive. An example sentence using colorful would be, the tropical birds were so colorful that they stood outside against the green trees, drawing everyone's attention.
Colorful 这个形容词呢，是色彩鲜艳的或是五颜六色的。那你看到 color 加上 ful 好，组成形容词。
Yeah, just like we were talking about your friend's hair, right? It varies from colors to color. I could say, wow, your friend has some blue hair, some red hair, some blonde hair. Your friend has some really colorful hair. Continuing on, everyone, it says in Sapporo, Hokkaido's main city, hydrants are painted yellow. The reason lies in the need for visibility. So we're in the main city of Hokkaido, which is Sapporo, and their hydrants are painted yellow. So they're not red because there's a need for visibility. Now, visibility, everyone, is a noun. It refers to how clearly something can be seen, especially in terms of distance or conditions like weather. So an example sentence would be, the fog was so thick that the visibility on the road was reduced to just a few meters, making driving dangerous.
Visibility 这个名词指的是可见性。那等一下呢，我们在课文当中会看到它的形容词出现。所以在札幌，北海道的主要城市，消防栓被漆成黄色，原因是什么呢？就是因为可以提高 visibility， 提高可见度。
Yeah, you need to see these fire hydrants because what if there's a fire and if you can't get to them and they're not easily seen, if there's no visibility, then where are the firefighters going to get their water from? All right, well, jumping back, everyone, to our article, it says, according to the local government, yellow is bright and easily seen, even in the dark. This makes the hydrants more visible for firefighters. So we see that word visible. Well, what is visible? It's something that can be seen easily because it's not hidden or obstructed. An example sentence using that word visible would be, the stars were clearly visible in the night sky, shining brightly without any clouds to block the view.
Visible 这个形容词指的是看得见的或是可见的，那相反字呢，我们就在字首加上 IN 变成 invisible 这个形容词，也就是看不见的或是无形的。所以根据当地政府的说法，黄色明亮，甚至在黑暗中呢也可以清晰的看见，这使得消防栓对消防人员来说更加的醒目。So yellow is better than red, or I should say yellow is brighter than red.
Right, in this area, I guess it makes it more visible. And like you were saying, and the article tells us, you may wonder, why not use white? Although white is highly visible in many conditions, it's not ideal for Sapporo's environment.
那在这个句子当中呢，看到我们今天的文法重点 Let's take a look. 今天的 Language in Focus 我们要讲到的是从属连接词 Although 或是 though 它们是从属连接词，表示虽然点点点或是尽管点点点，用以连接两个子句，而且可以放句首或是句中。放句首的时候呢， although 跟 though 带领的从属子句后方必须要加上逗号，跟主要子句隔开。放句中的时候，如果不用特别强调 although 跟 though 带领的从属子句，前方则是不需要加逗号的。所以呢，给同学们一个例句咯。Although it was raining， 逗号加上再接主要子句 They still went hiking， 指的是呢，尽管当时正在下雨，他们还是去爬山。第二个例句 Sally still went to work though she was sick， 虽然她生病了，但是 Sally 还是去上班。那这边的 though 在句中你不会看到逗号出现，那 though 也可以当作副词，通常置于句尾，表示不过或是但是。For example, I didn't win the game. I had fun though. 我没有赢得比赛，不过我玩得很开心。那课文里头说的是虽然白色在许多情况下很显眼，但是对 Sapporo 的这个环境来说是不理想的。
Okay, so we learned that having white fire hydrants or hydrants wouldn't be good for Sapporo's environment. So that must tell us something. It's giving us a hint in the article. So our article jumps back by saying, white hydrants could be easily overlooked when buried in snow. There we see the verb bury. To bury means to cover something completely with soil, rocks, or other material, often hiding it from view. An example sentence using this word would be, the squirrel buried its acorn in the ground, making sure to hide it for the winter months ahead.
Bury 这个动词呢，是掩埋或是掩藏，你要注意它的发音哦，虽然是 B-U-R-Y， 不过念作 bury。那课文当中呢，是一个分词构句，原句是 White hydrants could be easily overlooked when they are buried in snow。那接下来呢，这个 overlook 这个动词指的是忽视或是忽略，所以白色消防栓在积雪当中可能会被轻易忽略。
Yeah, I mean, since it makes sense, since Hokkaido is a ski and snowboard town, right, with a lot of snowfall, you wouldn't be able to see the white hydrants if they were covered in snow, so you need something to stand out. Well, everyone, our article then continues by saying, because Hokkaido experiences heavy snowfall in the winter months, white is not a safe choice for hydrants.
Snowfall 这个名词指的是降雪量，那我们可以用 heavy 或是 light 来修饰。如果是高降雪量，我们就可以用 heavy snowfall 来说。那如果是低的，我们就用 light snowfall。所以呢，北海道冬季降雪量是很大的，白色并不是消防栓的安全选择。
Yeah, so I wonder how they decided on that color, though. What made it, okay, no red, no purple, no green. We need to go with yellow, right? What made them decide that? Well, our article finally tells us that Sapporo tested different colors and found that yellow was the most suitable choice for good visibility in the city.
Oh, so they did test different colors before they decided on yellow.
Right, so if there's a little yellow thing poking out of the snow, maybe that's easier to see or recognize that it's a hydrant than something completely different.
所以札幌呢是经过测试不同的颜色之后发现黄色是这个城市当中可见度最佳的选择。好啦，各位同学们，不想错过更多精彩的 English for You 内容，就赶快订阅我们的 YouTube channel， 还有追踪 Facebook。
All right, well now everyone, that brings us to our For You chat question. It says, have you ever visited a place that surprised you with something special? Share your experience.
Oh, you remember we went to Prague.
Prague.
In Czech Republic.
The Czech Republic, yes.
On our honeymoon.
Yeah.
So I knew it was a beautiful city, but I was surprised by how magical it felt at night.
Oh, yes, all right. Well, what else about it? What made it so magical?
Yeah, what do you think about that place when you went there?
Well, I didn't know much about it. I did do a little bit of research, but I like that the view from the Charles Bridge was amazing, right?
Yeah.
You could see kind of the whole city, and in that you could see how old the city was, how it wasn't destroyed during the world wars or anything like that. It really surprised me that it was still, kind of that old towny or that old feel to it. It felt like we are traveling back a couple hundred years.
Yeah, so I guess it was the view and the buildings that made us so, feel so surprised about it.
Right, the history as well.
Yeah.
All right, now you guys ask your classmates and ask your teacher, what place have they visited that surprised them by being special or unique? Share your experiences with them. That's all the time we have for today. My name is Adam.
And I'm Elsie.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Vocabulary Review.
Image. Vicky has a clear image of her dream vacation in her mind: beaches, drinks, and barbecues. Normally. I normally ride a bicycle to work, but today it's raining, so I took the bus. Very. We typically serve about 2,000 customers per day, although that number can vary. Some days we serve more than 3,000. Colorful. Kristen likes colorful clothes. You can often see her wearing orange, yellow, and pink. Visible. Don needs his glasses. Without them, only things near him are visible to him. Bury. To grow these plants, we bury their seeds in the soil and water them regularly.
智慧小补帖
Fire hydrant. Overlook. Snowfall.